What if ask and you shall receive does not mean God is a vending machine? What if Jesus was teaching something deeper about prayer, trust, and the heart of the Father? Most people hear this verse and think, ask for anything, believe hard enough, and God has to give it to you. But Jesus is not teaching magical prayer. He is teaching childlike trust. Before we start, click the first link in the description for your free ultimate study guide, Messianic Prophecies from Every Book of the Old Testament. Number 1, Jesus is talking about the Father's goodness. In Matthew 7, Jesus says, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened. But then he explains it with a family picture. If a son asks his father for bread, will the father give him a stone? If he asks for a fish, will he give him a serpent? Of course not. Even imperfect fathers know how to give good gifts. So Jesus says, how much more will your Father in heaven give good things to those who ask him? That is the first secret. This verse is not mainly about getting whatever you want. It is about trusting who God is. Prayer begins with the character of the Father. God is not cruel. He is not mocking you when you pray. He is a Father who gives what is good. Number 2, God gives good gifts, not always requested gifts. This is where people misunderstand prayer. Jesus does not say the Father gives everything exactly the way we ask. He says the Father gives good things. That matters. A child may ask for something dangerous, short-sighted, or simply not best. A loving father does not prove his love by saying yes to everything. Sometimes love says yes, sometimes love says wait, sometimes love says no, and sometimes love gives something better than what was requested. That is not rejection, that is wisdom. The problem is we often judge God's goodness by whether he gave us the thing we pictured. But Jesus teaches us to trust the Father even when the answer looks different. Number 3, ask, seek, and knock are about persistent trust. Jesus uses 3 words, ask, seek, knock. That is not passive faith, it is active faith. Asking means dependence, seeking means pursuit, knocking means waiting at the door. This is not a formula for controlling God, it is a relationship with God. And the deeper revelation is this. Prayer does not only change what happens around you, prayer changes what happens inside you. As you ask, your desires are exposed. As you seek, your direction is tested. As you knock, your patience is formed. God is not just giving gifts, he is forming children. So, ask and you shall receive is not a blank check for selfish desire. It is an invitation into trusting prayer. Bring your needs, bring your fears, bring your hunger, bring your questions, but bring them to the Father, not as a customer demanding service, but as a child trusting goodness. And from a Christian perspective, the cross proves this forever, because the Father's greatest gift was his Son. Jesus is the proof that God gives what is truly good, even when we do not understand the timing, even when the answer looks different than expected. So the question is not only, why does Jesus say, ask and you shall receive? The deeper question is, do I trust the Father when the answer is not what I expected? Because real prayer is not bending God to my will, it is learning to bring my will to the Father, who always gives what is good.